Alright dude, so you have limited time to get these really awesome exclusive armor sets in Legends mode in Ghost of Tsushima. Of course, today marks the first year anniversary of the game. The game literally launched on July 17 last year, and in order to celebrate that, Sucker Punch is giving us another round of really awesome free rewards. I'm gonna teach you how to get these in the shortest amount of time possible. They might be time exclusive again, we don't really have official confirmation. They were released previously about like 6 months ago, I believe, so that is why I'm going to show you how to get them the fastest for all of the 4 characters. But we also have to discuss about some rumors regarding that PlayStation event that should happen in August next month around the 12th, and it should bring a ton of new details on the upcoming God of War Ragnarok game, as well as Horizon Forbidden West, and a few more goodies on top, maybe including that director's cut, the new DLC for Ghost of Tsushima. So let's jump right into it. Anyway, here is the announcement with some pretty interesting stats at the bottom. So July 17 marks 1 year since the release of Ghost of Tsushima. For every fox you pet, every photo mode shot you shared, every standoff you completed, or any other way you joined us in this journey, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for an incredible year. And what's even more incredible are these stats: over 679 million standoffs, about 333 million duels, about 68.5 million haikus written, and over 60 million photos taken. And I'm pretty sure I got a million of those photos right there on my own, simply because this game looks gorgeous at times. What's even more incredible is how many people played the Legends mode. So over 40 million Legends mode missions have been played, which is quite a lot for a free update that released about 8 or 9 months ago. But with that being said and done, let's talk about these really awesome armor sets. So to celebrate that, they have re-enabled these Ghost of Tsushima Legends outfits inspired by iconic PlayStation characters from God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Shadow of the Colossus, and Bloodborne. You can unlock these, by the way, by completing any Legends story or survival mission with each class. So you actually have to play with each of the characters to get the armor sets for each of those characters. But here is the actual easiest and fastest way, which is gonna be to just play Severed Hearts, which is the first story mission, and just play it on bronze. It's super easy, it's super fast, it doesn't have any, or well, too many complicated mechanics, and you should be able to complete it with any class in no time. It takes about like 10 to 15 minutes depending how good you are and how better your equipment is if you play it on different difficulties, but it shouldn't take you more than a half an hour to 45 minutes for all of the classes in the game. And here are the armor sets, by the way, that you also saw in the beginning of the game. So I'm gonna start things off with this one right here. So this is for the Ronin, and it is called the Yarnam. I think that this is from Bloodborne. Yeah, this is the Bloodborne armor set, and it comes with the helmet and with the body, and it kind of resembles some of the high-end armors that you need quite a bit to unlock in order to, you know, like you'd have to do the survival, you have to do gold missions to get these. And then there's another one for the Samurai. Now the Samurai has the God of War inspired armor, so it comes with the helmet, which is called the Helmet of War. Meanwhile, the armor set is called the Ghost of Sparta, and it also has that God of War kind of like emblem right here onto the right side. It looks something like this, so it's really awesome, again inspired by the high-end gear but with a twist in the God of War theme. The third one is going to be for the Hunter. Now this is made out of 3 parts, so the mask is going to be the Focus from Horizon Zero Dawn. You also get a class item, which is, you know, kind of like the other flags you have but blue, and also you get Nora's armor, or well, Nora Brave armor, which looks something like this. So if you want to play with like a Horizon character in Ghost of Tsushima, you can kinda do that. It looks really awesome, by the way. The final one is going to be for the Assassin. Now this is inspired by the Shadow of the Colossus and the armor set, and the class item is also called that. So you get the Colossus helmet and the Colossus body armor, and they look something like this. Pretty awesome. If you're looking for some high-end gear that looks nice, yeah, you're gonna be able to rock this and have quite a bit of fun in Legends mode, assuming that you're still playing it. But with that out of the way, let's talk about that rumored PlayStation even bigger event for the month of August. There's been a couple of leakers that have been talking about it. Of course, we already had that previous PlayStation State of Play broadcast this July, which already revealed quite a ton of information on some of the upcoming PS5 exclusive, like Deathloop was on there, was pretty advertised a lot actually in the past month and even in the past few days. Like, Sony for some reason is pushing this game really hard. But there are, well, other big games that are supposed to come in the future, especially this year. We are still supposed to get Horizon Forbidden West, which is a really anticipated game, and also God of War Ragnarok, which unfortunately seems to be delayed for next year. Well, both of these should be part of that big Sony presentation at this PlayStation event on August 12th. This is the rumored date right here at about 2 p.m. Pacific time. So according to one Twitter user, there's some good and bad news from PlayStation. A new event is coming next month, just wait to discover the date, with exciting news, but it's not the PlayStation Experience now in the briefing phase. Sony is looking to organize it later this year, around December he mentions at first, or early next year by March. He then goes further to explain that the next PlayStation event should be coming in August, before the Gamescom 2021, most likely in the first half of the next month, and later on came in with this update. So the PlayStation event is gonna happen on August 12, 2021 at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, or 11 p.m. CST. Updates on the next God of War game, Horizon Forbidden West, the next generation of PlayStation VR, and more. And yeah, there's a lot more rumors out there that are still waiting confirmation, but these are the ones that you know, have been talked about more extensively, and I'm actually looking forward to everything regarding God of War. It was again one of my favorite games of all time. We did have only a teaser of God of War Ragnarok last year, I believe, or earlier this year, but nothing else since then. The only slight news regarding its release date came from the head of PlayStation, Jim Ryan, who talked a bit about the release date for both the upcoming God of War game as well as that Horizon Forbidden West game. So he basically said that both of these games will release in the next year or so, implying that God of War, or whatever it might end up being officially called, will release in 2022. However, the statement does seemingly leave the door open for the game to still release even this year, though it might be late 2021. The next Horizon game, on the other hand, Horizon Forbidden West, might have been initially planned for an early spring 2021 release date, with a most rumored date around February, but most likely because of the current events, there might have been an internal delay, and now the most probable targeted release date is around November 2021. So it still seems that the release date for the game is imminent, and it's still happening in 2021. So hopes high that there's no more delays. There were few big games in the past week that have been delayed, but just a few months and not too many in the next year. This is it though for now, with the biggest, of course, announcement. And also let me know down below if you're still actively playing Ghost of Tsushima Legends, if you're playing the game whatsoever, or if you're getting ready for that really awesome director's cut, because I know I definitely will, and I already started another playthrough in preparation of that, so cannot wait to actually see more of it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.